Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now, the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer was eager to share their experience with this scooter, and it sounds like they're having a blast. Initially, they were impressed with its power, mentioning how easily it tackled hills, especially with the dual motor option. They plan on using it mostly with pedal assist, relying on the motor only when needed, perfect for someone who wants a workout but also needs a little help from time to time. The different power assist levels seem to offer good flexibility. A reviewer praised the brakes and safety features like the motor cutoff when braking, and the bright headlight with its adjustable beam. They even pointed out the thoughtful design of the tail light. Later, our reviewer added an update after logging some more miles. They clarified that the power assist only works when the scooter is turned on and it always defaults to the lowest setting. Also, the built-in lights don't work unless the scooter is powered on, which they found a bit inconvenient. They also reflected on the scooter's weight, noting that the robust construction contributes to its high weight capacity. This client mentioned that the e-scooter is noticeably heavier compared to a regular mountain bike, impacting the gear usage during pedaling, with the reviewer using mostly lower gears. Despite the weight, they still appreciate the power and speed when needed. They ultimately expressed their continued love for the scooter. They also got a milk crate for the back, planning on using it for camping trips and other adventures. Despite minor quirks, this client is very satisfied with this scooter and its overall performance.
Awesome! Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer received this bike promptly and in excellent condition, noting the careful packaging and absence of any damage or missing parts. Assembly was straightforward despite the lack of included instructions, thanks to an online video guide. Our reviewer was impressed with the bike's finish and overall build quality, especially considering the price point, mentioning features comparable to higher-end models. The dual motor system, effectively giving it all-wheel drive with 1000 watts in both the front and rear, delivers ample power. The front motor particularly shines on steep inclines. While a battery issue arose, the seller promptly addressed it by sending a replacement. The 21-speed Shimano gearing, though not top of the line, performs smoothly without derailleur issues. The motors offer a smooth ride, complemented by 5 levels of pedal assist that function beautifully. The twist throttle provides 3 modes: no power, electric only, and pedal assist with throttle. Hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear, provide reliable stopping power even on steep slopes. A walk-by mode propels the bike at a brisk 6 mph, while on flat ground the reviewer reached a satisfying 30 mph. This client living in a mountainous area reports excellent handling on both paved and gravel roads. The screen can be challenging to read in direct sunlight, but performs well in cloudy conditions or at night. Accessing and modifying user settings requires downloading the manual, given the extensive customization options. The bike includes a bright headlight, horn, and a switch to toggle the front motor on-off in electric-only mode. A cell phone holder and built-in USB port are convenient additions. The seat is adequately padded and comfortable, though a spring suspension seat might be preferable. Note that the 34.9 seat post might limit affordable replacement options. At 58, our reviewer found the bike's height manageable, but shorter riders might find the seat height limiting. Tall.
Fantastic! Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer recently added this electric bike to our family, making it the second one we own. I recently purchased another electric bike that was incredibly easy to assemble, and this step-through model seemed like a great fit for my wife. Initially, I was impressed. The overall construction seemed solid and the controls looked well designed. However, the assembly process proved to be much more challenging than expected, especially compared to my experience with the other electric bike. For instance, the rear fender wasn't pre-installed, and installing it required removing the entire rear wheel. The instructions weren't particularly helpful, leading me to install the front fender only to realize I'd have to take it apart again to attach the front rack. The brakes also needed significant adjustment. It was just a series of small, frustrating issues that made putting it together a real undertaking. That said, now that the bike is fully assembled and properly adjusted, it's actually quite enjoyable to ride. I even prefer some of the controls on this one over the controls on the other electric bike. So I'm not saying to avoid this scooter altogether, but I definitely recommend being prepared for a potentially lengthy and somewhat difficult assembly process. You'll need some patience and potentially some extra tools to get it road ready.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.